I wanted to reach out today on this beautiful Sabbath day and say that God wants to interrupt your routine. Yeah, He wants to interrupt your routine. A lot of times we get caught up, chosen ones, in routines. Some of us have formed habits that are not the best habits, particularly when it comes to our health and our wellness. Some of us have even adopted habits choosing the wrong things. And then after we're choosing it, we're like, oh my God, I can't believe that I did that. I want you to know that at this time, God is doing some wonderful things. It most definitely is a shift going on in our environment. And God sent me here today to let you know that He wants to interrupt your routine. He wants to interrupt the routine of stress that may be taking place in your life. He wants to interrupt the routine of anxiety that may have taken possession of Him in your experience. He wants to interrupt the feeling of despair and depression in the heart of your whole being. He wants to interrupt anything that's causing you to wander in your faith, to waver in the things of God, to ask, is it really worth it? He wants to interrupt your routine. He wants to interrupt your routine mainly because He wants to introduce something new to you, something that you never have experienced before. I tell you the truth, that the best way to experience God is to enter into the space of the unknown, the space where things have no shape, no form. It's just a screen of space for God to do His magical, wonderful, magnificent things in your life. God wants you to enter into a space of faith where you have no choice but link up to the evidence of that one thing that you have always hoped for. I want you to know that the thing that you're hoping for sometimes is outside of your routine. I'm not talking to those that may be in a routine of doing things good. You've already got it. God is already working with you. So I just want to clarify myself, but I'm talking about some of us that may be in routines of thinking negative. Before we can even think one positive thing, the first thing our mind would do in the morning is give us a bunch of negative things to think about, a bunch of things to stress about, a bunch of things to worry about. God is wanting to interrupt that routine. God is wanting to interrupt the routine where you don't take the time to really prepare for your day, prepare about the foods that you're eating. I want you to understand that your body is a temple that houses the Spirit of the Lord, and God is here to interrupt your routine to get you back to the things that He have created for you to indulge in, that grows out of the ground and on trees, things that are designed to have all of the micronutrients and vitamins and minerals and proteins in them for you to live a long life, to do the work of the Lord. He is here to interrupt your routine. The enemy is here to make sure you stay stuck in that old routine. He wants you stuck in a routine of sadness, and He wants you stuck in a routine of choosing the wrong people. He wants you stuck in the routine of debt. He wants you stuck in a routine of a low mindset. He wants you stuck in a routine of a broken heart. He wants you stuck in a routine of sickness and disease. But I am here to let you know that God is saying, I want to undo everything that the enemy has taught you so that you can experience me on a whole nother level. I want to undo and untangle your mind where you're full of depression, despair, and worry. And I want to realign it with my vision that I had for your life when I put you here, that is linked to joy and peace and love and long suffering. I want you to understand that God is saying that I want to interrupt your routine because I want you to be closer to me. I want to interrupt your routine so I can get things through you that I know that nobody can do for but you. I want to interrupt your routine because I have anointed you to soar, to flourish, to produce fruit, and to live the abundant life in this environment. But in order for me to do it, I had to interrupt your routine. That person left out of your life for a reason, because they were a part of an old routine and an old season. I had to pull that person up out of your experience, and I know that it broke your heart, but I have so much better for you, and I want you to see the righteousness of me, which is your God. That's what God is saying to you. I had to interrupt your routine or where you used to be in order to get you to a high level in me where I want you to be. God is saying, I'm here to interrupt your routine. I'm here to introduce a new normal to you that's full of love, taking a breath several times a day, focusing on things that are above, understanding the purpose that you were created, getting rid of anxiety and fear and depression, but bestowing upon you the oil of gladness, peace, righteousness, all the good things that the kingdom represents for you. But in order for me to do it, I had to interrupt your routine. I love you guys. Until the next video, peace and welcome to a new way of living. Bye now.